This is a Headgum podcast.
Okay, the theme song's playing, and as I told everyone before the theme song even started, I have a funny joke to begin the episode. Hayes is making me aware of the beat.
So you can
so yeah, I can kind of
pattern.
like, yep, and I'm getting into the pocket, and I'm feeling the groove. So,
It's
you know,
over.
everybody's talking about this solar eclipse coming up. You know, everyone's talking about we're flying down to Austin to see it. You know, all these people, the solar eclipse, it's in the news. But nobody told me that it was going to affect LA like this. We've got a bit of a lunar eclipse. We couldn't get the full moona. But we got Katie, we got Naomi. Joe's a little under the weather. We don't have the full moon, but we just lunar eclipse a little bit here. So it's celestial events happening all over.
It's true.
We do have Katie and Naomi. We're so happy, and it's Hollywood Handbook today.
When did you start in this family? Remind me. I remember seeing the poster go up outside, but like, when did you start with
Oh, in the Headgum
And has there been
Yes.
two podcasts?
There's only
Did we
been one.
rebrand?
We took away the cover of it. Used to be
a
our
full moona.
Yeah, it was Josette's ass crack. I don't know if I can say that on live television. We forewent that.
You can't.
So you had to start a whole new podcast after that.
We were being censored on a mass scale,
Right.
and we were being demonetized. So we did rebrand the cover, which brought us to Headgum and changed everything.
That's crazy, man. Amir actually sat us down when we first had a meeting here, and he said, "Only my ass crack will be featured." And he said, "Don't even try it." So, like, very punk rock that you even went for it,
Yeah,
but not
yeah.
surprised to hear that the mighty fist of Amir
And did I
came
get
to
an answer
squeeze
on
the
when?
life out of it.
Did I ever get my answer on that?
That's a good point.
you
When did that
didn't.
happen?
And it's due
you
to the
guys
fact that I
keep track
don't
of-
really know.
Yeah, do you guys know? Like,
Do we keep score?
A year ago,
yeah,
players
that's
and
actually how you
The
win.
body does.
Yeah.
the body do?
Ain't that the
Yeah.
truth?
A year, I think, right?
I'm looking at our
You could tell
producer,
us. You could tell us any
Anya.
number of things.
With Headgum longer than that. Longer than a year. I would say
Okay.
almost 2.
Longer than a year? Well, I mean,
Well,
we're
We kind of
basically
had to
longer
take a
than a
little
year, too.
pause. You guys were on tour. You were busy with Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Anya sitting in today's
Yeah.
episode.
To keep track
Just
of
didn't
time.
notice what logo was on the calendar.
And people are saying,
It's
"Oh my
Kevin's
gosh,
party.
oh
You guys
my
thinking
gosh."
of renaming the podcast?
Kevin's
It
party.
isn't becoming increasingly Kevin's party.
Yeah. Let's face it.
And I will
the brand is
cry
dead.
if I want to.
Yeah, we have no identity in the cultural landscape, and Kevin's party is evocative.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Like, it is getting me
Powerful.
going. Like, I think I want to be invited.
Mhm.
Right.
And
It's
so,
it's
you know.
Aaron's party
Come get it.
revisited.
Yeah,
Mhm.
R.I.P.
yeah.
But Kevin's
Um,
still with us, so he can party.
For now, we're not renaming the podcast. We are relighting the podcast. People are probably noticing that
are noticing.
it's looking a little better. It's always so interesting when we do have another piece of talent from Headgum come on the show, and we see how they are treated in comparison
Yes.
to us. That they do get glamour. Yes, that they do get
Only so much to go around here, I guess.
yes. And that's not to say that we've had many other Headgum hosts. That hasn't been the sort of cross promotional thing, has not.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has that? Does it happen for you? Are you offered the opportunity to work with?
This is our first.
Other hosts?
This is our
This
first.
is the first one for you?
We're offer only, and this has been our first offer.
Wow.
So
Wow. And
thank
you took
you.
the first offer.
We did actually. All people have to do is offer, and maybe we'll only take it.
Yeah. Well, as we said, we're fans of the pod. And
Kevin's party.
I didn't understand that.
well, we thought it would be
Say
a good
more.
opportunity, for us to. We so rarely get to talk about kind of our careers in Hollywood.
What I was initially told actually was that Anya was not going to have you do the podcast. Is this correct?
Actually, I think that's true. Like, because when we mentioned that we liked this podcast, you were surprised that we knew it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think
So
you
this
were
is someone who's, I would say it is part of your job to like
Yeah.
kind of put a positive spin on the show.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. And then,
But ultimately, like another part of my job is to like protect my talent.
yeah.
That's like another part.
But I'm your talent.
In a way, you are, but in a smaller way, you are.
Because this is Kevin's party.
Yeah.
That's true.
Kevin's job is to protect you, and my job is to protect Muna.
Okay. Yeah. So
And
I
then
heard
my job
that
is to also protect Kevin.
Kevin made an inquiry
Interesting.
about getting Muna on the show, and Anya was like, absolutely not. I'm not even going to present it as an option for them. I
Well,
will
did
not
you guys
subject
want
them
us?
to you. Yes.
Yes, we
Yes.
asked Kevin. You think Kevin just reaches out on his own?
No.
I know,
That's,
Kevin.
you have a very different idea of a producer than Kevin does, at least. No, we do have to activate him, and so we had sent
Yes.
him on this mission, and then Anya dropped the fucking gate on him
Damn.
and said, "Let's keep this." And then I guess you, thankfully, actually said
We subverted
something that you liked. Anya tried to yuck your yums, but you said, "This is delicious to me."
We
this
said yummy.
podcast." Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could never have imagined that you guys would have found this yummy, and I'm thrilled.
We can
The
we
synergy is
Yum.
We can
They can hang.
We can hang. We're
Dude,
You
good.
can't necessarily
just a-
say it, but
Yeah.
they could do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Hanging isn't about describing hanging.
No, it's about the act.
You could just feel it when you're in it.
But this is an important part. You get on this show, you're guests of ours, and then Mike Mitchell will tell you after he records with someone else that they have to get you on the show.
Yeah.
Interesting.
No,
And that's as far as it goes.
Yeah.
But that's the next
but it
step.
feels
Daisy chain.
incredible.
Yes.
Yes. When you
He
first
really
see
does mean it.
in the
When he
moment.
au- yeah.
And I don't know what happens in between that and what would need to happen for any of us to be booked on the show. But at the moment that he says it, it's so genuine, and it is a big warm hug.
Mm-hmm.
Who is this that you guys are talking about?
So
I
there's
love that.
So
Oh
this
my
is
god,
beautiful.
that's so
Inject that into my veins.
beautiful and special.
There's a show called Doughboys that has, basically pays for the couches, pays for your special lights.
Yes.
They are the ones keeping
Oh,
the entire
I see.
Headgum
There's a
Ponzi scheme going.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, this makes
They're
sense.
at the top of the
We
pyramid.
used to
of
be
that.
signed to RCA, and that was like Coldplay. So Doughboys is
Doughboys
Yeah.
is
Coldplay
Coldplay.
of Headgum.
Doughboys is Coldplay.
Yes.
Okay.
Which, by the way, some nice tunes.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
I don't
We
have a
can get
problem
into
with
it.
Coldplay.
People
I don't
talk
have a
about
problem
our
with Chris
show. They
Martin.
go, it's not for everybody. Coldplay is for everybody.
It is, yeah.
And so that's great.
Lots in common.
Everybody eats cheeseburgers. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like they're pretty good.
Yeah.
You know?
What's your favorite tune
My favorite tune
of
Or
of
cheeseburger, I
Coldplay?
guess.
of
Yeah.
Coldplay. Let me think. Because there's a lot of good ones.
You
Hang
can't
on.
think too much.
Because I
about
gotta
this.
get. No, I have to go searching.
Viva La Vida is my mom's favorite song,
That's
Mhm.
awesome.
Oh,
which makes me looking so forward to when I discover my favorite song 30 years from now.
Yeah.
which
That's
makes me
exciting.
looking so forward.
To hear
Fix you.
Home.
And
Thank you. Yes.
your
Your
bones.
bones. What does that mean?
It's gonna ignite your bones.
Ignite your bones.
do you think it's sexual?
That's like what's happening with these lights.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what
These
they're
lights
doing
are
to me.
igniting
Lights
my
will
bones.
I
guide you
understand
home.
it. I guess this is what the
This
star treatment is
And I
like,
will
and that's
try
what Chris
to
was
fix
trying
you.
to
try to
tell
fix
us.
you.
And that is what the lights
Fix
also
You is
do.
about ring light. Yeah.
That's gonna be. Yeah,
That's so true.
that's gonna be my new favorite. What is the one they did with chain smokers?
Yes,
Oh,
that's
oh,
right. We
oh,
like
oh.
that one. We like.
Is
that
it
one.
like I want something just like this.
Yes.
Da-na-na.
I'm having a good time.
And that's the
Dun,
Jade
dun,
Smokers.
Yes.
I'm having a good time.
Do you think
Um,
any light that's in front of you is a ring light?
Like a stoplight? You mean kind of like any light that you encounter?
I've been thinking about.
so
I've been
mean.
thinking about what you think.
No, we just want to be able to connect. Like it's going to help us for the rest of the show. So
I
are
think
all
any light
lights-
that is for like beautification.
Okay, so
In
you
front of
think?
me, I would
Okay.
call it
So
a
what
ring
you
light.
think is, you get
So
this light in
mean.
front of you. Next thing you get, that ring.
Mhm. Right?
Yeah.
That's what you think.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
If
what
you're-
you think I'm after?
do you?
If,
Do
oh
you
yeah.
mean a ring?
That ring.
As in an actual, like a
We all-
Super Bowl ring?
We all
or,
want
Yes.
that
or
ring.
the light
Hell yeah.
predates
Yeah.
the shape.
I actually kind of assumed
around
you were
the
saying
ring.
like that ring
mean,
as in
sorry.
put a ring on it.
That.
Ooh.
But that's what they're talking about when they say put a ring.
When they
on
say
it.
put a
mean
ring on
Super
it, they
Bowl
say
ring.
get out there, perform,
Yes.
and win the Super Bowl.
That's what they mean.
Yeah. If you like it, you should have gone and won the Super Bowl so that you could put a ring on it.
Damn.
Then you might deserve me. You'd be a champion. I mean, that's what the song is about. And I try to live by it. I'm happy to finally have the ring light on me.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
this will be a Super Bowl winning podcast, right?
I think you stand a good chance.
Headgum
This episode.
Fest.
Headgum Fest.
Boom.
Yeah.
It's happening tomorrow. We have to get ready, right? It's like, I was shocked, when it kind of got announced to me. I think Kevin just texted me earlier today to be like, Headgum Fest is tomorrow. Fair to say we're co-headliners.
Yeah, I
right?
think so.
I mean,
That-
I don't want to get into a whole peeing contest.
We can
I'm
co-headline.
not going
I'm
to say
happy
ass
to do
crack on the show.
No.
Some people.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
We're
what,
opening for you guys, obviously.
but it's billed on the poster as
that. The
Yes.
same size.
Well,
Or
this is
same
what I
size
want to talk
font.
about the
Same
font
size.
size. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
do
yeah,
want to ask, what is the maximum font size you've gotten at a festival?
I don't know the actual point
the number?
size.
Jeez.
Whatever it is, I'd
But
like
I-
to go up 1 point for
Yeah,
both of us.
I think we've probably been around, I don't know, maybe a 40.
Ew.
And then it probably goes up to 200.
That's really good. Yeah, so if it goes up to 200, let's try to do more than 40. Maybe like,
What, like
201. just because like it's our damn festival, although we weren't that involved in the planning. And I have questions about the planning because as I understand it, there's two venues that is taking place at simultaneous stages. One is the Hollywood Bowl and the other one is the Headgum parking lot. And I don't know which one we'll be at, but I know that one of the spaces we can't use because it belongs to another company. So
right.
so there's two simultaneous stages, and we could switch off or we can do whatever.
Yeah.
I just think in terms of like us playing music.
Yeah. Well, this is
it would
another thing
make
I wanted
more
to say.
sense. Yeah.
This is another thing I wanted to say. I thought it would make sense for you to play music. I thought the rest of the people would be doing podcasts, but I guess we all have to play music.
Yes.
Yeah, totally.
That like the whole thing is music.
But it's podcast. It's not pod. So what I misunderstood, I thought it was podcast / music, but it's podcast music.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like the best clips from the podcast with like you could put like the Chainsmokers or Coldplay instrumentals like underneath.
If I can use instrumentals, that helps me because I was told I
think
have
you-
to write 14 songs about Headgum
Headgum.
podcasts.
So that's what they mean by
okay.
podcast.
Like
Okay,
in less than 24 hours, I'm supposed to
Yes.
have 14 original songs. I certainly don't want the Chainsmokers to kick my ass. So I don't know that I'm going to use their backing track
Sure.
without their help. I wouldn't mind having
Yeah.
some Muna.
Do you guys have a backline? Like, do you have the equipment for
I don't even know what
What's
a
the budget?
backline is.
like, do you have amps and like sound system?
You might not
for the-
even need you need mics. You might not need an amp, but you'd need mics. Depends on if you were going a stripped down.
It
You're
sounds
doing
like
like
he's
a
going
stripper
for
Do you
a
guys
round.
really
need an amp?
stripped down.
We can go either way depending
Yeah.
on the setup. If Josette's feeling
If
better,
people
we
in the
probably need
audience
at least
are
one
like,
because it'll be feedbacky or it's too loud.
that's too loud.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm like.
It was too loud.
The amp.
And so
is
then
too
you could
loud.
be like, that's okay.
we don't need that.
That's okay. We don't need this. That's okay. Right?
I think that's kind of how we would say it. We
Yeah.
would test it out first,
thank
and then
you so much.
and then people could continue to. I kind of do actually do that.
They
at
still
concerts.
kind of do it, yeah,
Yeah.
but they're not. They're just kind of.
I feel-
it's
Not
lighter,
to
like-
be rude.
I
It's
do-
just like a health thing.
I do this
yeah.
at concerts, but I make sure that I'm also moving my head so that they know I don't hate it.
I'm like bopping.
Don't
yeah.
you bring like
Sometimes I
earplugs
don't,
to
but
concerts?
sometimes it is too loud. But you have to go.
It's still too loud.
That's
that.
really loud. When I leave, I'm just like, why did I do that? And why were they being so loud?
Yeah.
Every time I get home,
No.
I'm just like,
yeah.
it shouldn't have been that loud. And I probably shouldn't have been there.
If you cover your ears in kind of a cool way, where it's like you're grabbing the side of your
yeah.
head,
Mhm.
and then people can just think that it's not. You don't think it's too loud. You just need your hands to move your.
Yeah, like,
I
you're
want
kind
to
of
move my head more than just my
You're like-
neck is going to.
You're doing
do.
like
yeah.
oblique,
Yeah. Or maybe your.
I'm
neck
bringing in
just-
reinforcements.
Your neck can't do that
assisted head banging,
anymore. Yes.
like medically
Yeah.
assisted
Yeah. You're like, oh damn.
head banging.
Mhm.
That's
And I've
actually
got
kinda
big
cool.
mittens on
Yeah.
that have
Yeah.
like some sort of sound deadening material to them.
Finger dexterity or mittens with no finger dexterity. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Gloves.
I got it. Yeah.
I'm familiar
Gloves?
with that. Gloves.
Or
Finger
mitts
dexterity
or baseball
or mittens.
mitt.
Base-
yeah,
well-
baseball mitt.
Baseball mittens.
Mm-hmm.
Did they shorten it to mitt? Or
They-
are they also mittens?
Baseball, yeah, just recently they did change the terminology of the baseball equipment to mitt.
Okay.
I think it was another font size issue. I think just like for the
Couldn't fit it.
Yeah, I couldn't fit it on
And
the
they didn't
cards
want to
and
get
stuff.
political.
Yeah, yeah.
Now enough
Especially
time
this
has
year,
passed.
an election
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2 baseball mitt on either side of your head. But then,
Throwing.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Throwing
head.
is the issue.
Yeah. yeah.
Throwing is
When-
going to be the
But
issue.
the nice thing about like
Catching,
It's not a
it
problem.
will not be the
I'll
issue.
catch my ass off. Yeah, but it's to no avail. Like
What now?
it's so hard to turn a double play with a baseball mitt on each hand. Yeah, it's a challenge, but at the same time, like, what is worth doing that's not
True.
right?
Especially
Yeah.
if you want to win.
And that's what we're about. And so I do want to win the festival. I do want to have it be successful.
mhm.
I do want a little bit of help just in terms of structuring some of the songs that we have to write. I don't know if you have yours already, but
Where do we?
I wouldn't
Where do
mind
each of us
digging
kind of?
in.
Where do each of us kind of sit at the acapella table too? Is what I'm wondering.
Range-wise?
Okay, yeah, that's
range. I mean, yeah, range or like, what's your?
just aesthetically like what's gonna,
Is it
like,
instrumental vocals?
Yeah.
Is
Okay.
it trad singing?
Sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or is it? And by instrumental vocals, I
You
mean,
mean
for such great heights, you'd be going. Boop, beep, boop, boop, beep, boop, boop, beep, beep,
Yeah,
beep, boop,
yeah,
beep, beep,
yeah,
boop, beep,
yeah.
boop, boop, beep.
Mm-hmm.
I love
And then,
that.
and then, of course, getting back behind the old kit, the old beatbox kit.
Mhm.
yeah.
And Kevin told me he has one of those weird like throat sleeves that you see a cappella people wear
Yeah.
sometimes.
Throat
I've
sleeves.
I've actually never seen that.
Yeah, you'll have
Oh,
to-
okay. Well, Kevin has one. And I guess it can help you make like different percussion noises with your throat.
So where do you think, Katie, your where do your talents lie?
What's like your
for-
strength?
for
yeah.
for that?
It's not a job
For me
interview,
doing
but
acapella?
Yeah.
Um,
Are you on one of the ends?
Yeah. Where do you see yourself in
Oh, the
5
horseshoe?
years, acapella
Oh,
wise?
sure.
Where in the horseshoe are you going to stand?
yeah, I think I probably just in terms of my once going back to range. Yeah, I'm on the lower end.
I mean, are you standing on one of the ends? So we're standing in a horseshoe.
Mhm.
Are you
Chevron.
standing on one of the ends?
Back.
Kevin, do you have
on
a
the
pen
tip.
and paper so Hayes
could
can
be
draw
bet- you
this?
could
It
be
feels like
between.
it's
It's
Not
like
get-
6 people.
Yeah.
And it's like this?
Right.
Or wait,
I guess
no,
it
there's
will
one
be
person in
6,
the
huh?
front.
Because the Doughboys will probably have to be
Oh,
there.
you're right.
So okay.
Triple co-headline.
I guess they're in the middle.
Okay, yeah, so they're in the middle.
So then I would assume it would
Mike
be
Mitchell.
almost this structure, but we got our,
Stepping forward. I can't stop this feeling. That's bitch.
Yeah. Do we have to license that in advance to perform it? You
not
don't
if
have
it's
to
a
do that.
cappella.
Cool.
yeah, but it's got to be Headgum. So it's like I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. What else can Adam Conover explain to me?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
just like, and then Adam comes in and he's like, well, actually, and starts
Yes.
like, or well, factually, I guess he'd have
Well,
to say.
factually.
And
But
then
like, yeah.
instrumental continues while he's talking about
I mean,
podcast stuff.
well,
Yes.
it's like a instrumental a cappella, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So this is an a cappella
Hayes
festival?
kind of made that call, and I'm kind of
Well,
digging it.
no. I just think like it's not
I'm
the
sort of
entire
digging
thing,
it.
obviously, but like we need 14 songs. A couple of them, I think, are like a cappella covers of popular
Podcasts.
songs,
But just
that are
looping
podcast
in, Headgum
parody.
talent,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like just like some of the concepts that have drawn the people to the festival that we're
Yeah.
having.
Now, are
And I'm just
we?
noticing no one who plays instruments brought their instruments. So
Yeah, well, that's perfect. You were gonna ask something?
Say what you're gonna say, and I'll see if it maybe.
No, you
answers
said
my
are
question.
we? You said are we?
So the logistical question that I have is us, Adam Conover and the Doughboys, standing in a horseshoe shape that opens.
Adam's like a reveal.
set?
Adam like rises
He
up on a
okay,
platform
okay.
from in front
Yeah.
of the stage.
So it's kind of like
yeah.
It feels like it's kind of like Headgum the musical, like a cappella, because it sounds like we're doing like a medley of different
Well, it also kind of
iconic
like
songs.
I'm trying
I
not
fuck
to
with that.
and
be.
parody.
I'm trying not to be like upset
Okay.
with you guys, but it
Good luck.
like we came here like we have a set, like prepared.
right.
Like and
okay.
it kind of
Yeah.
so like
Well, I'm trying to-
we
we're-
agreed
we're
to be
drawing you into
co-headliners.
our
Yeah, and it
set.
kind of seems like you guys are expecting us to also perform with you.
okay. So that's why you pretend not to know what a horseshoe was.
Yeah, that was just pure rage blinding you in a way that
Right.
you could no longer imagine.
Like I just
shapes.
feel like I need to like call
Yeah.
a spade in terms of what's actually happening.
So-
in terms of the work that we've done preparing
Mhm.
for the festival.
Okay.
Okay, so what are some of your songs? Podcast parody songs.
Yeah, I guess if yours are
If you're
already
so
done,
prepared, I guess
I
you have a whole 14 song set list. Love to hear 14 song parodies about
I'd like to hear 9 of them to make sure we have no
Headgum
overlap.
We can go back and forth.
Because there's
Yeah,
not
absolutely.
a huge well to draw
We
from.
can-
So yeah, you want to go? Oh, you want to go?
Just
Shot
titles.
for shot.
The two
Yeah.
of you are
We can
going to
do titles.
toggle the titles.
Yeah, we
back
can
and
toggle.
forth.
Yeah. Okay. Well, first of all, I mentioned it at the beginning when I came in here today, but the
First of all, I mentioned at the beginning when I came in.
yeah,
today.
that's the first song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First of all, I mentioned it when I came
Yeah.
That is
here.
what.
That's like an
that is the
audio
kind of
only.
thing people say on
That's-
podcasts.
That's
Well,
walk
the
on
first
music.
song, yeah.
That's walk on music.
The first
so we'll
song is
walk
called
on.
Off Mic Conversation. And it's just people referencing things that happened before
like
the
the
recording
intro.
took place,
So I
which
don't
is a
think
big
you-
part of the show.
And the
Yeah.
second, after that,
and it could
that's
also
walk
be about like sort of an off mic conversation,
Yeah.
like a Mike Mitchell conversation on Doughboys, where people post on Reddit afterwards that they hope he's okay.
These guys are
Yeah.
obsessed with
He didn't
Doughboys.
say anything.
It's
It's just
gonna
kind
be-
of off.
That's been a while, yeah.
on. I think we'll open with walk on music that includes like mental health speculations.
Yes.
Mental health speculations is really
Yes.
good. Yeah.
Mental health speculations could
Yeah.
also be its own song.
Diagnosing the specific personality disorders of podcast hosts on Reddit as a listener is a full-time job.
Yeah.
And it
That's a
should
good
have its
title.
own song.
What's going on with? So it's
Blank.
what's
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
on.
What's going on?
What's going
They
on?
seemed blank on this week's episode.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they hate doing the podcast?
right.
They don't want to do it anymore or something like that.
Yeah. But Naomi's singing that, obviously.
But it's about the Doughboys. It's us speculating about what's going on with them.
Yeah.
Can we do a song maybe, since it's really about Headgum, where we just like go through the Headgum website and start deleting some of these shows?
That's
maybe it's like a we didn't start the fire.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's time to
totally.
say goodbye to the Meg Stalter show,
Yeah.
you know, and no longer call it a current show.
Well, that's also like, you guys could have a song about
Where's Meg?
where's Meg, or why won't she
Yes.
come back on our podcast?
Mhm.
Yes.
It's all speculations about where people are, whether or not they're safe.
Can we pull it up, Kevin? Can we just pull it up on the screen here?
Look at what we're pushing around town.
Podcasts. Okay, we have featured podcasts.
Mhm.
Okay. Not feeling very featured.
Now it's alphabetical.
Now it's alphabetical. Oh my goodness. Okay,
So that's good.
so this should be called Dateline 2022. And it's about when the last episode of many of these shows was recorded.
Wow. I'm seeing 2022 frequently mentioned.
Yeah.
Enemies with Liza Traeger. Fake the Nation. No, Fake the Nation's been recording.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
2024.
There's you guys.
Is it? Ooh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, these aren't all right, but it's like
Liza Traeger.
goes on porn, get played, get more guys, touch grass, good,
Yeah, yeah.
fun, and hey,
Yeah.
riddle. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah, that's
okay.
cool, actually.
Yeah.
And now we're up with Ben.
But these are all current. Hobby Hunter, that's gone. Hobby
Yeah.
Hunter, History of Heat,
History of Heat, both 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Inside Voices.
Yeah. We didn't keep recording.
Yes.
No,
yeah,
we got
yeah.
successful, so we.
So we stopped podcasting.
Yeah.
Ding.
So we got successful. It made schedule stressful. We didn't keep recording. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. No, we've got careers now, so you cannot hear. Yeah. I feel like
They've moved to inaudible content only.
Oh. That's good.
You get successful enough to no longer be heard at all.
Yeah, I'm
kinda
feeling
the
like,
goal.
and I don't quite have it, but that's why we do this. Maybe just a song that speculates on what the newcomers could
Will be doing
explore next. Do you know about the
Yes.
newcomers?
No.
You don't know any of the shows.
No.
This feels so fucking good.
That
Anya,
rocks.
why did you
deal?
try to keep this feeling away from me?
Why do you guys know everything about Headgum?
Because we are pathetic losers. We are.
Don't say that about my
No.
friends.
Yeah, come on.
Do you mean Headgum or them?
I was responding to him saying, because we're pathetic losers, and I said, don't say that. I employed an old
That's all we have
piece of
right
sage.
now. All we have is just
commentary,
petty
wordplay.
jealousy. That's the only thing that drives. That's the only thing that gets me to the studio. It is the fuel that the show runs on, and just this single episode, just you not knowing either of the two shows that are objectively far more
It's
popular.
So
at minimum twice as popular on their
amazingly
worst day
beautiful.
is going to keep Hollywood Handbook alive.
It is interesting because it's not like I do that with other things. You guys need to have
What other thing?
What am I
another
going to do?
venture.
Yeah.
Well, it's like there are musicians that I compare myself to.
Who?
And I'm like, why?
Don't. Yeah.
All of them,
I'll
Coldplay,
tell you off mic. Coldplay, obviously.
the ones that are doing the Super Bowl and stuff,
Yeah.
Mm.
the ones that are winning.
But I think yeah,
But it's not going to be musicians at the Super Bowl anymore.
because it's gonna be.
You didn't read the JDF column? Jesse David Fox wrote a column, and in a normal scenario, we would have you in here to talk about doing the Super Bowl
Yeah,
halftime
yeah,
show
yeah.
because
Well, if it was going to be music, yeah.
yes,
Okay.
Right.
But this year it is going to be stand-up comedy. Jesse David Fox.
No,
That's
he
cool.
cracked it. He's just
Yes.
like, well, they play big arenas and stuff, so like, what's the difference, right?
He's saying, let's get Matt Rife.
It's not really
Bowl
his
starting.
type of.
Imagine him
not
doing
his
crowd work.
First favoriteest type of comedian.
Got it.
but-
Got it.
Not number one, but
First favoriteist.
yeah, no, it's not. But that's interesting. I mean, that is someone with a big following. I think probably for the first year, we've been exploring some comedians who might be able to do it. But if JDF actually got to just wave his magic comedy wand,
Mhm.
which is his pen, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
he's a writer.
Yeah.
So
It's
true.
probably Burbig's
Got you.
at the Burbig game, right? Halftime,
They would
he
rename
comes
it.
out, starts talking about like his couch.
Mhm.
And then everyone is ready for the next half of the game when he's
Forget
done.
it. If they even decide to do it, if the players don't just go like,
We
I
have a lot
gotta
to
hear
think
the rest
about.
of this.
Yeah.
I got a feeling it's all gonna connect back to the beginning.
Would they still? I feel like I would miss the I don't know, like the huge production of it all. Like I'm thinking about Usher's drum line.
But
Like,
what you
is
don't
it still-
understand is that like
This is Broadway bigs we're talking about.
yeah,
here.
the
He would have
guy's
a
used
pool.
to. He's done some big productions.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
okay. So he would
The
have
pool.
Yeah.
the pool.
They would fly the
right?
pool in.
They're flying the pool.
The
in.
stained glass from Thank God for Jokes.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Is
Uh-huh.
casting like these different colored lights on him. And then it's like, also, this is somebody who has invited us inside his creative process in a way where it's like, I don't know, and I don't know how you work, but I can tell you how you should work. Journaling is like clay that can later be used to mold art. And so he could go up there and if inspiration strikes him, he can have a giant digital journal
Whoa.
where he
I actually
starts
love
sort
that.
of writing about the experience of doing the Super Bowl
Mhm.
while he's doing the Super
it.
Bowl.
Wow.
And then later you see the special about that and you go, I remember
So he
that.
need not even speak. He's so big, he doesn't even have to speak, but he's going to do the
Burbig.
Yeah, Burbig. The Burbig
The
Bowl.
big game.
Mhm. That's right.
Wait a second. What did you say?
The Burbig Bowl?
The Burbig Bowl.
Okay. So, I mean, we're kind of getting away from
Bowl.
Headgum Fest,
Yes.
which is tomorrow.
I think we're planning something even
and the Super Bowl, we
bigger.
have a
It's
little more
tomorrow.
time to schedule.
It's confusing to me that Headgum Fest is tomorrow, but it comes out on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I ask why that. They're like, because that's like a podcast. Like a podcast, like they
Yeah.
do it and then it comes out
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
Tuesday.
So the
Yeah,
festival
yeah,
is
yeah.
gonna
They're
happen
batch
and then it's gonna
recording
come out?
Headgum Fest. Yeah.
But it's like, but what do you mean for a festival? What do you mean the festival comes out?
Well, and they're
On a
doing it
different
out
day,
of
yeah.
order.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why. It's like, seems like for a festival, you would just have it be happening.
Well, because it's like a podcast, is what they say. But
But
like,
it's
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
It's all music.
but
I think they're gonna
I
start
guess
doing that
music
with
does
other
that too.
festivals too.
Where people are saying this is
Well,
actually
speak
gonna
on
be the
that because
first-
what does that mean that they're going to do it with other festivals?
It means like they're not gonna be having the festival just one time, but they're gonna be
doing it
Which
in batches.
festival?
Coachella.
they're
Well,
not
that's
going to
one
be
of the
doing.
big ones.
They're not going to be doing it just one time.
They're gonna do it every
Mhm.
year.
Some
They're
of the
doing
festivals
it-
are going to start to recur. The big music festivals.
They're gonna happen over and over and over again.
Sure, maybe.
Yeah.
They were
I'll
all
file that under believe it when I see
And
it.
it'll be like a different lineup.
slated to
every
happen
year.
this year, but rumor has it that they are gonna happen again.
Yeah. It's like different bands every time.
But how
You
is
seem
that
like
but
sweet
how is-
kids.
how is that like this?
I don't know how it's connected to this, and I'm wondering if, and God bless you for doing the show, and thank you so much for being here. If the third Muna would be really tying it together
Yeah.
and able to really sink their teeth into some of these ideas,
Yeah.
because it's
almost-
feeling difficult.
It's almost like the third Buddha. The three of you are supposed to be reading from a script.
Yes.
And then the third Muda has lines that you're leaving space for.
We are, yeah.
And you all are sticking completely to the script.
Yeah, refusing to adjust even though your cue is missing.
We thought that she was going to record those
In
after,
post.
or that she was going to zoom in and do her lines, and we could wait. There would be a little
so
lag,
we got to
but we'd
schedule like
still
an
get it.
ADR session.
Yeah, she's going to do
For
an
this
ADR
episode.
session. She can do voices, so she could be other people too.
Is
So
doing
she's the
that-
one that
is
does voices. We were told that we were going to have
Yeah,
some voices.
she does-
There'd be like funny voices
Really
to make
good.
it
She does
feel...
funny voices.
Is she doing that for
Okay.
Headgum Fest too? I just want to say, you all seem pretty sure that she's going to be better by tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's making me wonder a little bit about the nature of this
Yeah,
condition.
the absence that was crucial today.
We're all completely prepared, is what I was hearing
This is-
earlier. And one
Mhm.
of your members is supposedly sick as fuck.
hmm
There's, I think
Death's door, I was told.
that can also be one of the people we speculate about in the song.
Yes,
Oh.
that
In the song.
would be good.
Speculating
That's
about
very prepared.
Joe's health.
Yes.
Okay.
I think
Yes.
actually would be aligned with.
Fuck with that.
Yeah.
I can fuck with that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
last
could
time-
fuck with that. Is
And last
another
time
good
Joe
title.
was on the podcast, she sneezed.
Maybe that led to her saying she was swollen shut today. Her words.
It's a live sense of danger. But, also we have her parts recorded. So,
We're off book with our stuff, but
Yeah.
she wasn't off book, so she couldn't come today.
Off book is not a Headgum show, so. Let's
Wow, they don't even know off book. That's awesome.
Brother.
Except for the we did it
Hey,
once.
Hayes.
Pow.
Come on, dude. We're the most famous podcast there is.
Pretty much.
Because their friend liked it one time. That's what they said.
That's what we need to do. What we really need to do, because apparently this friend has a lot of influence.
He is.
He's got to make more friends.
Damn.
Who are some of the friend? The
Or
friend
one
who
powerful
the friend who liked our podcast.
The friend who made you listen.
Who are some of their other friends?
Geo,
Geo.
Geo.
Yeah.
Zach,
Zach.
Okay.
Ivan,
Can we get Ivan?
Christina.
Christina, one of their good friends. Yeah.
He was on a
don't think
Headgum
she'd like
podcast, a different one.
Ivan?
No, Brian was on Keeping Records.
Oh.
So he's kind of like a friend of the network.
When did that last record?
Years ago.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm. So they're not keeping records.
Not anymore.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping records? Not anymore. That
Do you guys
could either
have
be a new
Who is
show or-
hosting it?
Wait. We just got an important question. Do we have merch?
Yeah.
I'm so glad you asked. A little sad that you had to ask as well. The hat that Hayes is wearing
Yeah.
is the single most successful piece of merch we have ever or will ever be involved in.
No,
I
sorry.
would say that.
The single most successful piece of
hat.
creation.
Yes.
Okay.
It's an
Art.
all original
Yes.
IP.
Yes.
Yes. We own it entirely. We share it with Kevin's wife. But it's
Other than that, you own it entirely.
yes. It's the hat pack.
Pack.
Every 20 years, a new pack will emerge in Tinseltown. The rat.
Go ahead.
pack.
Go ahead. Take it.
No, I was gonna ask if this had to do with the blank pack, brat pack,
Brat pack.
rat pack.
The
That
frat
would have
frat
been great.
pack.
That would have been great if you had asked that.
in this
That would have been really nice.
I'm screaming thinking about you asking that. I haven't stopped screaming. In this splintered, fractured, culturally bankrupt society, no new pack has emerged to fill the vacuum in these 2020s. So I guess we gotta do it our damn selves. Hat pack. Muna wearing hat pack hats on stage during all
Headgum
their
Fest.
shows at Headgum Fest.
All of our shows at Headgum Fest.
Yes.
We're doing multiple.
I've been told that
Well-
festivals are going to start to recur.
So
This,
that
this,
these
this
festivals
is
are
the
doing
latest
this.
news.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think that
Got me there.
we can get possibly a multi-year contract to have these hat pack hats on. Kevin, you got a dozen of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Hat pack.
They're in my car. I'll go get some.
A hat pack.
This is.
bus.
I just want to let's
Anya, now's
go
your
ahead
time.
and
He's
go
gonna
ahead
leave.
and go.
What,
Go ahead and go.
delete what just recorded?
No. He's gonna leave. Now's the
He
time.
actually
Oh,
has hat pack hats.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Do we want?
But I just want to just inquire about this a little bit because we always ask
sorry,
for
I'm
the
coughing.
hats
It's just a
during the
sinus
show.
Huh.
I almost feel like Kevin has some reason that he wants to go to the car
Needs
for a
to
minute
yeah.
in every episode instead of just bringing that. That's the only explanation for not bringing the hat.
Wait, you
In
guys.
the
give
studio.
gifts
it
to all
always
your
comes up.
guests?
We always give. No, not all of them. Not all of them.
The ones that inquire.
Sorry. Do you guys want to share your merch with them as well?
I
Should we do a merch? We
I'm
have some
happy
here.
if they want some of our
Sure.
merch, they can
You
absolutely
guys are
have
merch
some of our
swap.
merch.
Like
Do we have it
like
here?
holding
Yeah.
up each other's jerseys after.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Saying
Yeah.
good game.
We have some
won.
here.
The
No
Cat's
producers.
away.
No
Oh my God, the
producers.
show is falling apart.
oh fuck.
We could do anything. They can't.
What
They
would
can't
we
censor
do?
us anymore.
Okay.
Thank you.
See, the cool thing
Anya
about
and Kevin both leave WYD.
TFW, your producers leave.
It's nice, right? Take a guess how much it would cost if you had to buy it. You don't have to buy it.
For
it's free for you.
production?
Take a guess
Oh.
how much it would cost.
No, do not ask that.
Say
Do not
30.
ask what it costs to produce.
No.
Only ask for the
Only ask what it
details.
costs to
about, like,
purchase.
Ask what it
making
probably
merch.
costs for a fan to buy it. Say 30 or more. Say 30 or higher. Higher than $30.
This is
yeah,
this
no,
has
I
to-
was gonna say that.
It's
Yeah.
pretty
30 bucks.
sturdy.
30
So
Wait,
30?
were you responding to Joe? You just said.
yeah, Joe.
I was gonna say that because no one said anything.
I think
I can't put this on right now because my hair is up.
Joe.
Yeah. I was
You
wondering
could-
if
you
you
could
were
do a
going to be
couple-
able to negotiate that.
I'm not gonna do that, but
Mhm.
with
cute.
Joe or with you don't. Okay, I understand. I think this is at least this is
Thank
30.
you.
But you
This
guys
is
can
30
put
at
this on
least.
now.
All
I
right.
think probably
This contains
Wow.
a huge message on it.
go ahead and
This might make some change.
Become gay.
Yeah.
My wife is going to love this.
do you guys both have wives?
Yeah.
My question
What's
is,
that like? Is it
It's a drag.
am I telling
Not
other
her
pe-
fault, but
Am I telling other people this?
yes.
Yeah,
So
It's
I'm.
facing
It's,
It's a
message-
directive.
It's facing out.
unless you want to wear it inside out.
yeah. Inside out and backwards.
Right.
It would be backwards, I guess, already.
Yeah,
Heavy.
Heavy. Yeah.
Heavy.
Big-
It's very
what way?
thick material.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kind of this.
physically.
Yeah.
yeah, it's good blanks.
The
Yeah,
hats-
physically. Oh, yeah.
We don't
The
fuck
message is
around.
also heavy.
Yeah,
Now that these lights are in it, it is actually safer to wear a hat. And it's safer to wear a 30 or 35 and over, not age, cost wise hat. $30 and up, 35, 36.
It's,
So as you're wearing it longer, it's feeling like it's going up, right?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah, the
Hollywood
more you wear it,
Handbook-
actually,
like,
the
does
more
it
valuable it
say
becomes.
Hollywood Handbook anywhere? No, it doesn't.
A lot of
No,
hats.
and that's
lose
part of
a
what
huge-
people are really liking about it.
I
Yeah.
actually agree. I think when you're doing something
That's
so
been a thing with
impactful,
us
you
as a
don't
band.
need to.
If
you
this
don't
says
need your logo
Muna
on
on
everything.
It says chaotic on the back.
and it says
Yeah.
It does, but I'll be
Does it say
honest.
Muna?
I'll be honest. I was talked into that.
I think that makes
Okay.
sense to be real with
I
Okay,
was
you.
talked
you were
into
talked into it,
I was called
and
in.
she forgot it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm not really involved
Joe's
in
not
a lot
here,
of
so-
stuff.
It sounds
Okay.
like y'all got bullied.
Yeah.
It does. Because Kevin couldn't make us put our podcast name on our hat. First of all, we wouldn't have sold any.
Is that okay?
Come on, you're wearing a hat with our podcast name on it?
Come on.
Think about it for 1 second. But the hat pack, hey, what the fuck is that? Oh, nobody knows. Okay, well, let's
It's
wear
not
it.
because it's not anything until the hat.
But I was noticing the price was going up as you were guessing. I was saying a lot of hats lose a tremendous amount of their value the second you drive them off the lot. But the hat pack hat actually does become increasingly valuable and expensive.
Yeah, it looks cooler actually.
Hayes looks
heavily
incredible
worn.
because he wears it so much. He treats it like shit.
Yeah.
And
It's
the fucking
gained
thing, I don't know
interest.
what's coming out of his head, but it's
Little
changed
salt
colors.
on the rim.
Oh,
Mr.
yeah.
Margarita over here.
Yeah. Wow. Mr. Margarita, that could be one of your songs. I think
Mr.
that has a real ring to
Salt
it.
on the rim, comma, Mr.
Mr.
Margarita.
Mr. Margarita.
Well, that'd be about
actually
about
really
Marty
cool.
though, right?
Yes, Marty Margarita.
Yeah.
Do you know that one of the founders of Headgum, like our boss basically here, is named Marty?
I just can't tell what you're making up and what is real.
Unfortunately, Marty's very real.
Okay.
The fucking yeah, and it is unfortunate.
You guys have a really you have a full internal. You have a lot of internal.
All I
like
do
you
is
guys
Does the
work-
name Jake Hurwitz mean anything to you?
I know Jake and Amir.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, all we do is we get into a system, we analyze power structures, and then we fail to
it
exploit
kind of
that
feels
knowledge.
like you guys like work at Headgum for Headgum.
I gotta
You have
tell
to
you,
make
so do you.
Headgum work for you.
I don't know. I guess you're right, but that's not how I think about it. Oh man. Okay.
Doing the show for charity, I guess.
As the only person here who actually does work at Headgum, it's crazy the way you said that. It feels like you work at Headgum derogatory.
Yeah,
We live within a
I
sort
guess
of.
that would be sort of depressing. These are the people you were trying to protect from us being mean.
Katie meant that maybe there was a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think you meant that there might be a misunderstanding. That you maybe don't have to.
Do you think you meant that there might be a
Do you think you meant there might be a misunderstanding?
Um
This is where Joe would be so
Helpful.
instrumental. Yes.
no, I
I think she might have think there might be a misunderstanding.
I don't know.
She
Well,
might have.
Tell me you might think there might be a misunderstanding without telling me you might think there might be a misunderstanding.
What we need to do, honestly, is like Headgum Fest is going to be a fucking disaster. But all anybody remembers is how you close, right? And we need to come up with what our big encore song is, or like our big
Yes.
like, set finisher,
Right.
to send people home going like, you
Yes.
know what? Like, assuming they're still there, but that they go home going like, you know what? That actually kind of fucking slapped. And so I think like if we can just crack that, if we can just get one decent thing out of this, because this has been not good. Right? Like, I think we can all acknowledge that.
yeah.
We failed to make progress, and there might have been a misunderstanding.
Well, we moved
Yeah.
backwards.
My bad.
We moved backwards from coming in with like a handful of ideas and concepts, and now we're just like just scrambling to seize onto anything at all. But
And so this is all of us. Like everyone's going to be coming out. Probably should be a cappella just because like
No
everyone's
one-
like dragging their instruments out there. It'd be crazy.
Well,
People could actually get really hurt.
It'd be
apparently
too
you two
loud.
don't bring
Yeah.
your instruments much either.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
They're
So
too
it's-
loud.
Okay, that's fair.
That's actually, yeah.
I'm sitting here.
I fuck with that, yeah.
Okay. So no one volunteered to. Well, what's the instruments that you play?
Guitar.
Keyboards, guitar.
Do you think if you play the instrument, that means you can do a better like a vocal version of it than someone that doesn't play it?
No.
I don't think so. I don't think
No.
so.
You don't
Okay,
have a
so
better
you-
sense of the sounds? Oh, neither
Yeah.
of you.
No. I think
So you need to switch then? in terms of what you do the vocal
Do you feel like because
instrumentation of?
you're hearing each other play that you could do one another's instruments?
Do a guitar.
Doing, 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 doing.
Wow, so you have sort of a unique playing style.
I thought I was
like-
supposed to be mimicking
Yeah.
Katie's.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, you
that was
are.
good.
That's what Hayes is saying.
Yeah.
Is that
Doing, doing,
it's sort of banjo coded.
Yeah.
doing,
Okay.
doing, doing,
Doing, doing, doing. Okay.
doing, doing.
And can I hear some keyboard or?
They're trying to give me a hint.
It is it's a plonking.
Oh.
Wow, that combined with a doing, 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 doing.
Okay, doing both at the same time. Yep.
Doing, 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 doing,
Okay,
doing,
can we get the
doing,
Headgum
doing,
website back
doing,
up?
doing, 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 doing. I'm gonna split the time up. Doing,
No,
doing,
no.
doing, doing,
No.
Punch up the jam,
doing,
robot
doing,
Congress, sitcom D&D,
doing, doing,
senior
doing,
superlatives.
doing, doing,
The
doing,
dumbbells?
doing, doing,
The
doing,
Gocho?
doing, doing,
The easy chair,
doing, doing,
the
The
Kelsey
Headgum
Ayer
podcast?
TV show on
The pit wall.
radio.
doing, 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 doing. Doing, 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 doing.
You guys
I'm following you.
You guys know that
Doing,
band that goes like sports.
Viagra Boys.
Yeah, you kind of sound like the Viagra Boys.
That's what they go, sports.
They have
you
a
heard
song
the
that goes
song?
that goes.
Can we pull up the
sports.
tune?
It goes. That's the chorus.
Baseball.
Can we get them? Well, let's give them
Like
a Headgum
honestly,
podcast.
you guys should
have them
start.
do it. Yeah.
No, like you guys could do it.
Everybody else fucking got
Yeah, that's
a
the
Headgum
one.
podcast.
Yeah, might
Sports.
as well. They said something great.
Mm-hmm.
Basketball,
Here you go.
baseball.
Seems like it's not.
We're not gonna be
Well,
able to
you
even
can't
hear
hear it
that.
because
Oh, you can hear it. Don't laugh at me.
If you want,
well, nobody laugh at any of this. I guess is the message here.
This whole experience has been
Bye.
like so bad for my nervous system.
That was a Headgum podcast.